I want to bring the concept of the paradigm shift to life by using Aerial Future as a real example. Aerial Future was a true paradigm shift. The laundry detergent industry was stuck in a bleach paradigm. More bleach, faster bleach, stronger bleach. Now, all of these cleaned, but in doing so damaged clothes, or in one case actually destroyed washing machine hoses and ended up flooding people's kitchens. Bioengineered enzymes that could survive the high temperatures in a washing machine were an emerging paradigm, originally created by young biotechnology firms like Novo Nordisk as patented raw material ingredients, and sold to the laundry detergent industry giants like P&G and Unilever. However, back in the early 1990s, they were more of a gimmick than an effective technology, and really did not have any performance edge over competition, because every firm was using them, and the actual effectiveness at removing stains was very poor. As we've already pointed out, at the beginning of a paradigm shift, the technology is poorly performing in the early stages. Unilever's failure with Persil Power really disrupted the industry by becoming the external environmental catalyst for change. They truly alerted consumers and industry to the folly of bleach and the damage it could do to fabrics, and the consumer panacea of effective bleach-free stain removal. In all of this, the real paradigm shift was the compact detergent that Aerial Future was built around, that was originally invented in Japan by Kao. It was nothing to do with saving the environment by using less chemicals. It was purely a social driver of change. Japanese women are generally more demure than Western women, and could not carry Western-sized detergent boxes. A Japanese company invented a smaller, compact detergent, and that was the true Aerial Future invention upon which all of the subsequent technology was built. So thanks to Kao, we had the first part of the paradigm shift, which was a compact detergent. But at the time, all we had was a smaller box with no performance improvement other than an environmental one. At this point in time, a smaller, more environmentally friendly detergent would not have been enough to convince consumers to buy the new Aerial product. They were demanding an improvement in cleaning performance, but without the fabric damage that Persil Power had inflicted. Before I got involved, the R&D teams had already redeployed the Kao compact detergent technology paradigm. They had already successfully circumvented a complicated array of patents that had been filed by Kao in Japan. What this shows is that patents can block entry, but they do not always prevent it, particularly when you are up against large organisations with large R&D teams and patent attorneys who will find the weaknesses in your patent strategy and exploit them to get around it. In addition to the compact detergent paradigm shift, we added a couple of additional technology disruptors. There was the work I had done using fast dissolving chelants, the same type of molecules and chemistry that I had studied in heavy metal polluted soils. We made them dissolve fast to remove the metals in the stains that destroyed our expensive bleach molecules. We then used enzymes, the emerging paradigm shift. But because we had already used chelants to remove the metal ions from the stains, the enzymes were much more effective in terms of removing the additional parts of the stain that were left after the prior action of the chelants. Finally, the bleach came in last, but at much lower concentrations than we had previously used. This mopped up the remaining pieces of the stains without damaging fabric. We filed 9 global patents and ring-fenced the technology approach in laundry detergents. What we failed to do was recognise that this was a paradigm that existed in other high-value products. I recall that I tried extremely hard to convince our emerging automatic dishwashing team that the Aerial Future technology could also have application in that sector and give us a technology performance edge as we entered this new category. I encountered the incumbent resistance to change. It will not work in a dishwasher, I was told by the head of the automatic dishwashing team, and I simply did not have the power or influence to convince them otherwise. This is a category Reckitt Benckiser still dominate today with the Finnish brand. If you analyse the process of technology innovation, it is pretty obvious that it occurs in two phases. Most scientific change is incremental. Small changes to the fundamental building blocks or science that make the product cheaper, faster, or better. Some companies are very good at this and actually focus their efforts in this area, and that's exactly what PepsiCo International do. They avoid breakthrough science because they do not have the experience or the resources or capabilities to develop or execute it. Small benefits can actually be capitalised upon very effectively with a good marketing strategy. But as I've already explained, the big breakthroughs are referred to by some academics as radical, but I prefer disruptive as a more accurate description. It more accurately describes their impact on a market. These disruptive innovations have massive paybacks when you pull them off. P&G tried to execute this type of strategy in the late 90s with disastrous consequences. They tried to create a whole plethora of new $500 million brands in completely different sectors with technologies that the company had little experience of. The consequences were truly disastrous. None of the new products really made money, and the diversion of funds and resources from the core brands in laundry, personal cleansing and diapers led to a decline in sales and profit in the core business categories. It really was a desperate time. So much so that, at this point, I decided to leave the company. It is very sad that to this day, P&G are continually struggling to adapt to the pace of external disruptive innovation. That mistake, and dash for breakthrough innovation, made P&G realise that to have any chance of competing with external disruptive innovation, they needed a completely different strategy, and that the solution would probably come from outside the company. A new generation of technology breakthroughs coming from faster, leaner technology companies from all around the world ultimately led them to create the Connect and Develop programme. P&G realised this was the most effective way to access and leverage truly disruptive breakthrough innovation that could shift technology paradigms and improve their products. You should now understand the basic patterns of scientific evolution. Two types of evolution, disruptive and incremental. Disruptive innovations are the big paradigm-shifting innovations that change and disrupt industries. An incremental innovation, which is the systematic and stepwise improvement of technology or business within the existing paradigm.